Oh, I'm sorry, relatives only.
I'm his sister. Hey, my sister.
You got medical insurance? How are you gonna pay?
Cash, honey. Right, New York Hospital, and I want the best team of surgeons available, all right? But you heard me, Nurse Ratchet, all right? Burn rubber, girl. We're going uptown.
Hey everybody, I'm Jay Bullington.
And I'm Keith Carcino, and we want to know,
Have you seen this one?
So, oh my God, last night, Ellen Brent, Keith, you know Ellen Brent from Psycho?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And Joy, who joined us for Peeping Tom in the last couple
Oh,
of...
the last guest of the last two episodes, actually, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
So, and then I met her husband, Justin. They all came over for game night last night, and oh my God, we had so much fun.
Of course.
And I am still feeling the effects of the alcohol we drank.
Okay. Still coursing through your bloodstream. Awesome.
So everybody, welcome. This is HYSTO, episode number 208. I'm Jay Bullington, and of course my co-host is...
Keith Carcino, back for another fun time together, yeah.
Keith, I can't... Well, first of all, let's introduce our guest. My work sister, Alexi Donelson, is with us. Hi, Alexi.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here.
We're so happy
so
you're
good
here.
to have you.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Keith, Keith, you're not going to believe this. We just finished our 8th year on this podcast. We're in year number 9.
Wow.
Year number 9.
On.
And
cool.
you know, for the first 2 years, my official co-host was Paul Costava, our good friend Paul.
Good old Paul.
And then when he moved, you became the official co-host. But even before he moved, Keith, you've always been a part of this podcast.
I've always felt it's been close to my heart since the get-go. I remember, like I said before, still remember the conversations that led towards the creation of this podcast. And, it feels just like yesterday, you know.
I know. It blows my mind. So here we go into year number 9. Wow. So excited.
Okay.
So... And you know, I'm newly retired, but my poor dear work sister Alexi is back at work now.
Me, I'm all alone.
Oh, poor Jay. You need to like pop back in for like a lunch with her at some point. You know.
Yes, he was my rock. I don't know how I'm gonna.
Well, at least, I'm not going to go into details anyway. I was going to say something about who your neighbor is now, but I'm not going to say anything about that. Okay. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So let's say that again.
I said, I know. I liked my old neighbor.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Which was me. Okay.
Which was me.
Okay.
You're a hard act to follow, Jay. Hard act to follow.
Let's talk about what is entertaining us lately. Alexi, what has been entertaining you lately? What have you been enjoying lately?
Well, I've been on this historical fiction kick.
Oh.
And I'm stuck in the 1500s of France and England.
Wow.
And so on Peacock of Stars.
Yeah.
At the Serpent Queen, and
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Samantha Morton plays Catherine de Medici in the French court, the Valois court, and it's so good. It's really kind of cheeky, but not cringy.
I like that.
It's a fine line there. Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard to pull that off. Yeah. It's hard to pull that off, right?
Funny, but it's not like a comedy. And so it's just, I really think Samantha Morton will probably win an Emmy from this.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So incredible. This is the second season, and it's really good.
Cool.
And then so I've also been reading The Queen's Fool by Philippa Gregory, and she's probably well known for the book The Other Boleyn Girl. And so she has a ton of books, and
I am not familiar with her though. Wow.
oh my gosh, that's where I got my name actually.
Oh wow, okay.
Countess. She was writing a book and she kept saying the Countess, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, oh, how about Tess? And so I named my daughter Tess.
Awesome. Oh, that's cool.
That's where the name came from. I didn't know that.
Oh, cool.
And she has several books out.
Uh-huh.
And they're really, really good. And,
Okay.
they're based on history, but they're still fictionalized. So you get a lot of the scandal and intrigue that went into these crazy aristocratic courts that they had. And so that's what I'm a bit stuck on lately.
How fun. Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Keith, what's been entertaining you lately?
So I've been I haven't taken a deep delve into the Olympics, but I've been kind of watching it and passing by from time to time. If I have a quick minute, I might just
the break dancing.
Been some pretty good
Oh,
I didn't see any of the break dancing.
Oh my God, you
yeah.
It was amazing.
Blows my mind.
Cool.
As a former dancer, I look at these people and I'm like, how did you think of that move? I just they do things with their body that I just never would have thought of. It's just they blow my mind. They're so amazing. Oh
yeah.
So much fun.
And breakdancing is one of the newer events. It's one of the first time they're ever doing breakdancing in
first
the Olympics.
time ever. Yeah.
So yeah. So,
I can't believe they're doing it. It kind of blows my mind that they even did consider
right. They would even consider expanding to a sport like breakdancing of all things, right? But hey, that's cool. It's fun. That's what it's all about. Today, of course, it's as of this recording, it's August 11th, which is the closing ceremonies of the Olympics will be taking part tonight. So we'll close it out. Hopefully it'll be a nice ending to a pretty successful Olympics, I'd say. Paris did a good job.
The opening ceremonies were incredible. Lady Gaga blew my mind. And although some friends of mine that used to dance, we were laughing about the can dancers, how bad they were. But then Celine Dion.
Yeah.
Oh
she
my
just knocked
God.
it out of the park.
Came out and just blew everybody away. I've watched it twice now. I've watched her performance twice now, and both times I just bawl like a baby. She just makes me cry like
It's hard to believe that she was dealing with so many medical problems because she came out and gave a world-class performance. Yeah, she just could not tell that she was.
That's her. She gives 3,000%
all of it.
She's just amazing. Yeah.
Right. There is one other thing that my wife Liza had me watch. It's on Apple TV and it's based on a book by Laura Dave called The Last Thing He Told Me. And again, this is an Apple TV exclusive. But I found it somewhere else. But I ended up watching it, and it's a limited series of 7 episodes, and it's about this woman with this stepdaughter. Well, the father ends up just going AWOL all of a sudden, just no call, no show, just ends up leaving. Turns out that the business he's in is under scrutiny, or it's under investigation by the FBI and the CIA.
Shit. Okay.
And so he just goes, he leaves one last note that just says, protect her, meaning, my daughter. So the whole story is about them trying to figure out what happened, where he went. It stars Jennifer Gardner, and she does an excellent job with this. There were some parts, I must say, that were just like, there was a lot of holes. Okay, the plot had, and I'm not trying to do too much plot analysis here. I'm just telling you, if you watch this, tell me if you watch this, tell me if you notice anything in this that's just like a head slapper. Like, why in the world would you ever do that or go there? Based on the information you have, there's no way you would have just kind of dropped everything. I will say this, a large portion of this show is shot in Austin, Texas. So if you've ever been or live in Austin,
Oh my God,
there's so many,
Okay.
there's so many, like I think of the 7 episodes, maybe 4 or 5 of them are in Austin, Texas. So it's pretty cool to see, some of my old stomping grounds where I'm sure you'll see this show and see so many different places. Oh, I've been there. I know that. All right. So you can tell it's obvious that it's in Austin. So it was cool. The last thing he told me, I do recommend it. Again, there were just some parts that are like, yeah, okay, that's just doesn't make sense, but it didn't take away from the enjoyment of the show itself. I enjoyed it very much.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. How about you, Jay? What's been entertaining you?
Well, I don't think I've talked about this last time. The new movie Long Legs. Did I talk about that before? Oh, you went.
Sorry, I hit mute by some reason. I don't know. I was going to clear my voice, so I was going to hit mute. I hit mute. This just started talking. Oh, that's me. No, you did not speak of Long Legs last time. I think I asked about it, and you kind of just briefly mentioned it. But tell me, what'd you think?
I went with my friend Trish, and Nick Cage is in it. Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Right?
I swear to God, he came on screen. And she went, "Oh my God, look at Nick." And I'm like, that's Nicolas Cage. The makeup is so extreme. It blew my mind. It's okay. It's kind of like Seven and like Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
But then it takes this supernatural turn that's like, wait a minute, what's going on?
Okay.
So if you're a horror movie fan, I highly recommend it. It was really fun. Okay. The only other thing I have to talk about, and our good friend Kelly Arnold. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Kelly. Did I tell you she's coming for Halloween? She's going to come visit.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, how exciting. Good.
We're dressing up as Saturday Night Live characters for Halloween. It's going to be so much fun.
Oh, how much fun. It's great.
Oh, my God. It's going to be great. But she told me about this show. She's like, "Jay, do you have Max?" I'm like, "No, I don't have Max." She's like, "You might want to get it or just for a little bit to watch this show." Okay, this show, oh my God, y'all. It's a reality game show. It's called Naked Attraction. Have you ever heard of it?
Yes. Yeah.
Have you, Alexi? You've heard of it? Okay. Y'all, I can't stop watching this show, and not for the reason you might think. Okay, here's how it works. A person comes out with a host. There are 6 different colored pod like squares, and she says there are, and I mean they have straight, gay, bi, trans, they have all different kinds of people on their different attractions. There are 6 people in these pods. They are completely naked, and they are here for you to choose one. What? And here's how, and I'm not kidding you. And Mom, sorry, Mom, my mom would not want to see this. I'm sure. Mom listens. They start. Okay, let's start out with the bottom half. So the covers on the pods raise up to their waist, and they're all naked.
Like full frontal, everything for
everything.
All of God's glory, right there for the.
Kills me is this show is British. This show is British, okay? And we always think of Brits as being like very, stuck up and stuff. These
are very giving, right?
This show is okay. So it comes up to the waist. They talk about either the V's or the P's. They talk about all. Turn around, show me your butt. Take their little booty, and I was like, "Oh my!" Okay, and then they go. Okay, so at that point, the contestant has to eliminate one.
Okay. Now, is this based all on looks alone, or can you convert
attraction?
Okay, but you cannot converse with the people behind the pod, or
not yet. Not yet.
Okay, not yet. All right. Okay.
So you pick one, they go. Then it comes up to their necks. So then you see their torso.
Okay.
Then you have to choose one of them to go.
Oh, okay.
Then it comes up and you see their faces. Okay. Then you have to, and that's the first time they see the contestant. That's the first time they see the contestant also. So that's the
awkward though. They're naked, I mean,
you would be amazed how unawkward they are.
Really? Just like no big deal. Just
okay. So get rid of one, then they talk, so you hear their voice. So then the contestant has to get rid of one after they talk about something. So they're down to 2. Okay, then the person who's picking leaves, and then they have to come back naked.
Whoa, wait, what? And then let me guess. Do the 2 pick or how does it end? Okay, I mean,
that person still picks the one they want to go out on a date with. But that's but they're all naked. They're all naked. It's just mind blowing. But y'all, I'm telling you, what I love about this show is it's not nasty. It's about the positivity, the body positivity. All body types are welcomed.
Okay.
There have been people on there with no legs. There are people on there in wheelchairs, and some of them win. You know, some of them get the day. I love how positive it is, and how they're just so natural and comfortable. It's just crazy. So then after that, they have to go out on a date with their clothes on. They call them kits in Britain. You know, when you put your kit on, that means you're
right. Your clothes, yeah.
So then they go on a date. So then after the date, they come back on and you find out, and some of them had a great date, and some of them are like, I can't even talk to this person anymore.
Right. No. I was only attracted to their body until I realized that they opened their mouth.
Yeah. So many times when they eliminate somebody, and then the thing, and they see that, because they come out and say hello before they leave and so many times they're like, oh my God, I'm gutted. You're gorgeous. I can't believe I let you go. You know, but it's like, and in one episode, 2 of the contestants ended up dating later. They talked about it. Like, actually, we each other, and we hooked up later, and we're still dating. It's like, okay.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So is it awkward? Like the host is fully clothed. Okay.
She's fully clothed, but I think she's a big part of it, because she makes everybody feel really comfortable about what they're doing.
You have to, yeah.
And she'll say, and I mean, she's just like, well, what about the boobs? What do you think about the boobs?
Oh, wow, direct. Like, wow. Not quite okay.
I'm not kidding you, honey. They show like piercings, and they're like, oh, here's my piercing down here, and I was like, oh my God.
Whoa, wow. So when you say Max, I always get mixed up. Is this HBO Max or Cinemax?
No, HBO Max.
HBO Max, okay.
Yeah, HBO Max. Is Cinemax still around?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I have one Cinemax channel on my TV, but there's only one. It's weird. All the other ones have at least 4 or 5.
We always called it Skinemax.
Yeah.
Right.
Cinemax too.
Those good late Friday nights. Yeah. Good times.
Okay, so that I've been obsessed with that show, and I keep
I might have to check that out. That sounds interesting. That sounds
it is really entertaining, and not in the way you think. Everybody's like, oh, you're looking at the naked. My friend Cass is like, oh yeah, you just want to see the willies. And I'm like, honey, I can see willies anywhere online.
Right, exactly. No, it sounds like there's an interesting social side to this too that really takes off and keeps you interested. Yeah.
Very. It's really fascinating. I just can't stop watching it. Okay.
Niro,
so
thanks for that.
Entertain me like that. Okay, so let's talk about, in fact, I've got the movie on in the background right now on mute. Let's talk about the movie that Alexi recommended that we talk about.
Oh, really? This is Alexi's rec. Okay, cool.
It is. Now, this is a movie that I've always loved, but I haven't thought about sharing it with you, Keith. And when Alexi said it, I'm like, oh my God, yes. And I haven't watched it in a while. I can't wait to talk about this. Okay, so let's take a pause. We're going to talk about Flawless from 1999.
He's a real hero, you know. He saved me and 14 hostages, 1988. I'm pistol whipped down on the floor, and Walter, he shoots, blam, blam. 2 thieving mothers go down.
Y'all look fabulous. Are you gay?
A little bit.
And I'm a little bit of a girl.
Hey, shut the window or shut up! You shut your window! The gay community thanks you for your support.
Just give me my money.
Mr. Goons? Are you awake?
You know, I had some real success with stroke patients improving speech. You know how?
Honey, did you come to borrow a cup of testosterone? Hey. Sorry, we're all out.
Singing lessons.
Welcome to Fairyland. You're probably hearing a Sinatra. Well, I don't do Sinatra, although I'm sure I'm the only girl who hasn't.
You better watch out for Rusty, honey. She likes you straight guy.
I never thought I'd see Walter Kuntz hanging out with drag queens.
Face the music. Or should I just get Dr. Kevorkian's phone number for you?
You want truth? You're never gonna be a woman. I am more man than you will ever be, and more woman than you will ever get.
Someone has my money. Someone hide under my nose.
If you hear anything in the building,
No, what?
just ignore it.
You know, I never would have believed that I could actually be of some kind of help to someone like you.
Where's my money?
Do I look like someone who's got your money?
Academy Award winner Robert De Niro.
I want your pity.
Phillip Seymour Hoffman.
You needed someone you were ashamed to be crippled in front of.
When there's no one left to turn to,
Macho man.
you'd be amazed at who you can lean on.
Hold it.
Flawless.
Most drag queens just want to, parade around looking flawless. I'm an artist, you know?
The movie is Flawless from 1999, directed by Joel Schumacher. Okay, Joel Schumacher is a famous director. He did some of the movies, A Time to Kill. He did The Lost Boys, which the famous vampire movie, The Lost Boys. St. Elmo's Fire. He also did probably the worst Batman movie ever, Batman and Robin in 1997. That was probably the worst Batman movie ever. Not his fault, because the studio that was the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and
right.
It was bad. It was bad. But I don't blame him for that. He's done some great films, including this one. The stars, oh my God, talk about stars. Robert De Niro, hello. Cape Fear, Raging Bull, Taxi Driver, The Deer Hunter. Phillip Seymour Hoffman.
My goodness, love that guy. Everything he's in.
R.I.P. Well, he was Almost Famous, Happiness. He was The Deer Hunt. I'm sorry, Capote. He was in Capote and also Boogie Nights. So it amazes me.
Boogie Nights, and what a variety of different personalities and parts that he's taken on. Right?
But
isn't that cool?
This movie, Capote and Boogie Nights, he played gay men.
Yeah,
and he was straight, but he as a gay man, he was completely convincing as a gay man to me in all three parts. He was completely convincing. And some people say, "Oh no, only gay people should play gay." I don't believe that. I think if you're an actor, you should be able to play whatever kind of part, And I gotta say, he did as gay folks well in all these parts. He did. I think he did a great job. Also, in a smaller part, Barry Miller. Barry Miller is the one who owns the building. He's like the landlord or whatever. He's that guy. He was in Fame and he was in A Saturday Night Fever. Barry Miller is an actor that I don't think gets enough attention because I think he was really good. He's still around. Okay, real quick summary. The film is set in an apartment complex that Barry Miller, that his character owns, and covers the relationships between its residents. A retired security guard suffers a stroke while trying to help a neighbor. He is left partially paralyzed with an impaired ability to speak. He hires a neighboring drag queen to give him singing lessons in hopes of improving his speech ability. So his doctors tell him, actually his caregiver says, singing lessons will help you, be able to speak better. So, Keith, have you ever heard of this movie before?
No, never heard of it at all.
I was guessing you hadn't. I was guessing you'd never even heard of it. Yeah. Alexi, when did you see this when it came out? How did you find this movie?
Oh, I'm a big Phillip Seymour Hoffman fan.
Oh yeah.
Oh, me too. Yep.
When I get hooked on an actor or actress, I tend to just watch everything they do.
Yeah.
And so when this movie came out and he was in it, I watched it and fell in love with it. And I've watched it probably, it's one of those movies where I can watch over and over and over, and I don't ever get tired of it. It's just, I love Robert De Niro and Philip Seymour Hoffman, their characters and how they interact.
Yes.
And it's so funny, and it makes me laugh every time, and it makes me cry every time. And it's just
Yes.
a really.
Yes, like I
never get tired of it.
texted you when I was watching the movie. I'm like, I'm laughing, I'm crying, I'm laughing, I'm crying. There's so many anyway, thank you for.
Didn't see theater, but it just because I don't really know that. I don't think it got much recognition when it came out, did it?
It did not. Yeah,
it was. So.
It wasn't a hit. It got some, well, we'll talk about critic reviews later and stuff later. Okay, so going through the story, decorated and retired security guard Walter Kuntz lives in a downtown apartment complex where he is in constant conflict with the drag queen Rusty and his friends across in this. They're constantly yelling at each other. Turn that fucking music down. And the word faggot is used a lot. We're going to say that a lot in there. Okay, the word faggot is.
Yeah, a lot of bad words are used in this. There's a lot of language, very strong language, I should say, throughout this entire movie from start to finish. Yeah.
Well, it's considering the world it's set in.
Right.
So Walter goes to this nightclub a lot where he has this superficial sexual relationship with this woman, Karen. At the same time, he's rejecting Tia, this girl, Tia, who he literally calls her a whore. And she's like, I'm not a whore.
Right. It's how rude that was too. It's like, so is the woman that you're paying to have sex with too. And she's only in this for the money. You can tell, like, hey, I'm low on my rent again. She says it every time they see him.
Karen's like, I have to pay my rent. I really need money. But yet you're calling this other girl a whore when you're
right.
Anyway. So one night, this crime boss, Mr. Z, and these two goons, they come to the building looking for money that Amber's boyfriend stole from his organization. Having heard the gunshots, Walter, he suffers a stroke while going up the stairs to help. So now when he wakes up, the right side of his body is completely paralyzed and he can't speak. He can't really speak anymore, and his posture's affected by it. Given this limp, he has to use a cane now. He has to use a cane.
I kept wondering this. I'm curious. Do you think he would have had the stroke if he didn't try to intervene the gunfight or the stop? If he just kind of laid back and took it easy? Maybe, who knows, right? Who knows?
Who knows? I mean,
who knows?
It's funny that you brought that point up, because when I watched it last night for the first time, I thought, in the beginning where they're playing handball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Niro's in good shape.
Yeah, right. Handball's a tough game to play. Yeah.
Yeah. So then he has this stroke, and I thought about the exact question you just said. He's in good shape. He has this stroke. So I'm kind of thinking, he might have had it without,
without even right.
So yeah,
true.
Without this happening, I think he might have still had, this is, people have stroke and very healthy people who work out and are healthy still can have a stroke.
Right.
Happen.
Some of the right. Right. Correct. Yep. That's true.
So, so his ego is just wrecked because he's like, I'm this healthy, active guy, and now I can't walk or talk. He doesn't want to see anybody. He's like, I'm ashamed. He even skips therapy, which leads to his doctor visiting to him at his house, and she's like, "You've got to, you have a choice here, So his physical therapist, I loved the therapist. I thought he was so cute. I just loved his
side eye was so.
He was adorable. So he recommends a singing teacher to improve his speech. So when Walt hails a taxi outside the building, he falls, and he's like, no, this is not going to happen. So now we're going to switch to Rusty. Rusty is a drag queen who lives, I'm sorry, a female impersonator, as he says, which is a drag queen. There's nothing wrong with them. But here's the thing. back then, the term drag queen was derogatory. Now, thanks to RuPaul, bless you, RuPaul, drag queen is like a crown wear on your head.
Right.
I love RuPaul, Dolly Parton. I just those people are like up there with you just can't. Anyway, okay. So Rusty is thinking about having sex reassignment surgery, but he doesn't have the money. So when Walter comes to Rusty to use his musical talents for singing lessons, while initially they're very argumentative, they slowly become friends. And this is the part of the movie that I love.
Yeah. This is the endearing part, because these are two completely opposite people, different ideals, beliefs.
Never have been friends.
Right. No way. They would have ever crossed paths. Yeah.
There's no way they would have been friends. In fact, they were enemies at first. They were always yelling at each other. Shut the fuck up. So Walter starts to gain confidence and progresses towards resuming a normal life. And his speech is showing considerable improvement. Meanwhile, after being told by Rusty that everyone pays in a relationship, including husbands and boyfriends, Walt calls Karen. Well, immediately she's like, "Oh, I can't pay my rent."
Immediately,
right? Pay my rent.
And then as soon as he says, "Oh, I don't have them. I'm using my money for other things," she's like, "Well, I'm not free for a while. Don't call me. I'll call you," kind of thing.
Yeah,
which is just like, okay, gold digger definition right there.
Meanwhile, Tia.
Sweet Tia,
called a whore, she comes to visit. She's actually literally worried about him and wants to check on him. And they dance and they kiss, but he's like, "Oh, somebody paid you. My friend paid you to do this, right?" And she's like, "You don't get it, do you? You just don't."
He doesn't.
Yeah, Tommy. She thought her friend, the friend Tommy, who I love, the friend Tommy. He cracks me up.
He turns out to be an okay guy.
Right. At first, you're like, "What a jerk," but then, right, Alexi, right?
He becomes more open-minded, and I was really proud of him.
I was too.
Like such a stereotype of a, New York City cop, and then at the end, he's
a New York City straight cop.
Yeah,
right.
Just the stereotype of that. And remember, he couldn't ever get the physical therapist's name correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
LaShawn.
Good. Jay remembers. I'm trying to find.
Remember him.
Yeah, that's right. I'm really trying to find anything to hold on to liking Robert De Niro's part, Walt, the main character here. He just is not a likable guy at first, And the way that he and Rusty, they're like verbal. I don't know. They just seem to go back and forth, and they say some pretty heavy stuff that
they really do.
If a friend told me that, like, I'd be like, okay, we are just not friends. Like, I can't be around someone that believes those things and says those things to me. I don't know.
But these two characters have been through some tough shit.
Yeah.
I think that's what they recognize in each other. It's like,
what's Rusty getting out of it though? Because we find out later. I won't say it now because we're not there. But we find out later he really doesn't need what is he getting out of Walt? Is it the connection with? But he didn't need the money.
But at first it's just the other money was for his sex change thing.
Okay.
But he's just like, this is a way to make money at first,
right?
At first, but their hearts start to show. You know what I mean?
Sure.
They start.
I'm sorry. I think Rusty, he had a real soft side.
Yes.
Because he kept going back.
Definitely.
Walt would hurt his feelings, and like you said, say really horrible things, and then he would go out in the hall, and he's like, "Okay, Michelle Pfeiffer in whatever movie," and he would knock on.
Love that.
And I really felt like Rusty, he was the one who kept reaching out, and I don't know, he just really made the relationship work at first. You know what I mean?
Oh, he did. Okay, there's a scene where Rusty comes home really drunk, and he says he's walking up the stairs and he starts to fall down the stairs, and he's like, "Oh my God, I'm like Lana Turner and Ziegfeld Girl."
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I love it.
I love the movie Ziegfeld Girl. Lana Turner. Keith, you won't know this at all. This is a movie.
No.
This is a movie from the 40s. Okay, which I may make you watch someday. But it's Lana Turner and Judy Garland and Hedy Lamarr star in that movie. It's a fabulous movie. But Lana Turner becomes a Ziegfeld Girl, and then at one point gets really. She's a mess. But she's walking down the stairs and she's like, wait, you're a Ziegfeld Girl. And she pulls herself together and walks down the stairs like a showgirl, So he's like, oh my God, Turner is Ziegfeld Girl. He's like, just walk up the stairs like Lana Turner. I just love it. I love it. Okay. So Walt tells Rusty that a former colleague of him and Tommy abused his friendship by hitching a ride to the airport after having stolen a fortune from their employer. Rusty responds with his own confession. Rusty took Mr. Z's money after the police had vacated the building to pay for his surgery. So the singing lessons had just been a front for him to get this money.
Oh, okay. There you go. It was a front. Okay, to try to take the spotlight off of him. Okay.
To get my sex change, which okay. This is the only part of the movie I don't understand. He keeps saying, "I'm not a drag queen. I'm a female impersonator." But then I want to be a woman.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I know what you mean. Right. Yeah. I think deep down, and he says it in the movie too. He says, on the outside I'm a man, but the inside I'm a woman. And I think his identity, he identifies as a woman. He just has a masculine body.
I feel like today, I feel like that person would just be like, I'm fine. But in that time, which was almost 30 years ago, this person feels like no one's going to accept me as I am unless I'm a woman.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it just makes me feel for him even more.
I know, right.
Your heart,
So yeah.
So Walt feels like he's been used again. He's like, oh, F you. So he leaves anger. And then Leo, the Barry Miller character, Leo, he's been threatened by Mr. Z. He opens Rusty's medical bill and realizes that he has the money. So Walt goes back to the nightclub for the first time since his strike. I love this scene. When Walt goes back to the nightclub and Karen's like, oh, hey, baby. But he's like,
I knew exactly. He had the flowers. They're not going to her.
I brought flowers for her because she actually cares for me.
I'm so glad he knew. He saw the truth.
I just love that. Okay. The three criminals ambush Rusty in the apartment, and Walt goes upstairs again. So together, Rusty and Walt manage to actually kill them. I mean, okay, this movie takes a turn that the first time I saw this movie, I did not expect all this murder. What did you think?
It's kind of like what I was saying about the Serpent Queen. It's funny, but it's gritty and it's got some really dark sides to it. It's kind of a whole bunch of just a lot. And that's what I liked about it. Kind of just well-rounded the movie,
And I love, after all this mess goes down and they kill the bad guys, and I love that only the bad guys die. I love that. Walt is loaded into an ambulance, and then Rusty hands the paramedics the cash for his surgery, but it's like, you give him the best care you can give him. And then at the end of the movie they start their singing lessons again, and that's
I love it too. As Rusty's trying to get into the ambulance to accompany Walt to the hospital, they go only family, sorry family, and then Walt looks at him and goes, I think he says, what, he's my sister or something like that. A great line.
My sister, and I'm like,
that's great.
That brought tears to my eyes. It's like, y'all are so sweet.
They're sitting in the ambulance, and Robert De Niro says, "Oh, so you're not gonna cut off, your manly parts?" And Rusty's just like, Nope. They just start
It's
just their relationship comes full circle.
yeah,
right.
They've obviously care about each other so much now, and I love this movie so much. And I know, Keith, you and I talk about these movies, especially ones from the 80s where they use the word fag so much.
Yeah, yeah.
This movie, it just makes me smile so much. The director is gay. Joel Schumacher is gay. He conceived the idea from personal experience. One of his close friends suffered a series of strokes and had to relearn how to speak through singing lessons, and that's how he got the idea for it.
Okay.
Robert De Niro's face would ache for days from him tensing his jaw to make it look like he couldn't talk.
Oh, really?
He said his face would ache for days from all that.
There were a few mistakes on his part that I noticed. Like there was one part where he was getting into bed and he didn't use his hand to pick up his right leg. His leg just plopped onto the bed. Like if you were really struggling that bad, buddy, yeah, that would not be possible. But he still did a great job.
I didn't even notice that. Okay. Rusty has a line in the movie where he says, "It costs a lot to look this cheap." That's actually Dolly Parton.
Is that really? That's a great line.
Quoting Dolly Parton. I love Dolly Parton has some great quotes like it costs a lot to look this cheap. Also, Dolly Parton somebody asked her, how do you feel when people call you a dumb blonde? She says, well, I'm not dumb. I'm not really blonde.
They just don't know me. I like that.
Joel Schumacher showed Robert De Niro the screenplay, and he only had one question. He's like, when did we start?
Wow. He was that gung-ho about it, huh?
The minute he read it, he was like, I'm in, dude. When are we doing this? Yeah.
Okay.
The Phillip Seymour Hoffman's line, I love this line, but it's also ripped off from somewhere else. I'm more man than you'll ever be and more woman than you'll ever get.
That is a good line. Yeah, I remember that.
Well, Antonio Fargas first said that line as Lindy in Car Wash in 1976, and that was also a drag character. So anyway, critics response. Hoffman was praised by critics for his ability to avoid cliches and play such a delicate role. Emily St. James, a transgender film critic, praised the warmth of his portrayal of Rusty, commenting that Hoffman's work is quiet, moving, and humanistic, and it provides the film with a core Schumacher doesn't remotely earn. She's not really
giving him the credit.
But no matter, this is another movie worth seeing almost entirely for the titanic work that Hoffman does. Shockingly, Roger Ebert highlighted Hoffman as one of the best new character actors in Rocking, that he was able to take a flamboyant role and find the quiet details in it. I love that. I love that.
Good point. Yeah.
Phillip Seymour Hoffman got a Screen Actors Guild Award nomination for Best Lead Actor for this movie, and he deserved it. Okay. Nice. This is something that surprises me. We're talking about scores here. On IMDb, it gets a 6.4.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's interesting.
In the sevens. Yeah. However, Amazon Prime, 4.6 out of 5 stars.
Okay.
Okay. But listen to this. On Rotten Tomatoes, this just blows my mind. Tomato meter, that's the critics, 40%.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I felt like 90-something%. That's very surprising to me. Okay. That's really low.
Okay. Now you have to remember, these were the critiques that came out when the movie came out.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a feeling it might be different. However, audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, 54%.
Okay.
I'm shocked because Alexi, I know you like this movie because you recommended it. I love this movie. Keith, would you recommend this movie?
Wow, that's a good one. Yeah, I think I would. And honestly, like De Niro does a great job, but Phillip Seymour Hoffman is just larger than life character.
Yeah.
And he his acts like no one else said. There's that he puts out that I am just like, man, this guy is a wonderful actor in person. The way that he portrays so many different parts and just nails it every single time, no matter how small the part or how big, like this in this role here, the part is, he just finds a way to enhance the movie in ways that, like you said, maybe the director didn't even know was even possible.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think for his part alone, it really makes this a rewatchable movie. And I love the fact, the whole idea of you can have two completely different people, and if you give each other a chance at friendship or connection, there's a, you know, the possibility between two completely different people finding or even kind of appreciating their differences helps build a stronger relationship. And I think that's a really good thing that we need to remember. And I feel like that's a recurring negative theme we hear in society time and time again, where there's this difference of people that keep different people apart. And this movie shows that we don't have to let that prevent us from finding friendships and things that we can agree on. And I think that this movie really does show that well.
I totally agree. Totally agree. Oh my God. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Because when Alexi, when you brought this movie up, I'm like, why didn't I think about it? Glad you thought this, because it was one that, I mean, I have the disc, you know, and I'm like, oh my God, yes, perfect. I want Keith to see this movie, and it was a great choice, Alexi. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
and girl, you got to come back. Anyway, real quick. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can find a podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Prime, wherever you get your podcasts. We're there. And wherever you find your podcast, please subscribe to us and please leave a rating. We're hoping a high one, but whatever. We want to hear what you think. But also subscribing and leaving comments, it helps other people join the party. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, so Keith, do you want to know what you're in for next time?
Yeah, let's hear it. What is it? I'm excited.
Okay. We're going to do a mockumentary.
Oh, fun. I like mockumentaries. Cool. Yeah. Okay.
By Christopher Guest, who was in Spinal Tap.
Oh gosh, okay.
He was in that, but directs this. It's called Best in Show from 2000. Like I say, Christopher Guest is the director. It's about people who bring dogs to dog shows.
Oh, I love it.
It's
what?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Is it a comedy? Like this is Spinal Tap? Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy this, I think.
It is a mockumentary.
Okay. All right.
And you're going to recognize a lot of the actors probably in it, and they're all obviously having a good time.
Okay.
We haven't nailed it down yet, but hopefully Shauna West, our good friend Shauna West, is going to join us for this.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
She loves this movie too. And when I told her, she's like, "Oh my God, I'm
wonderful."
We have to work out.
She's in.
Yeah, we have to work out scheduling.
Okay, I'll make it work.
But okay, Best in Show from 2000, directed by Christopher Guest. Oh my God, I can't wait to hear what you think about it. Anyway, before we go,
sounds like a plan. Looking forward to it already.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. We have to thank Alexi Donelson. Alexi, thank you for joining us.
Pleasure. I've been looking forward to it.
And you have to come back.
Oh, we have too. Great having you on. Like Jay said, we need to have you back. Yeah. Got to.
Yeah, love it.
Please come back. It was so much fun. Okay. So until next time, which is going to be, oh my God, we're in our 9th year.
Jeez, man, crazy.
And next episode is thank you, and the next episode 209, which is
okay.
Crazy. So until 209, I'm Jay Bullington,
and I'm Keith Carcino,
and y'all keep watching movies.
Bye-bye. 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 Okay. Bye-bye. Okay.